It's amazing that this message in A Charlie Brown Christmas is more relevant today than it was back in 1965. Today, they're trying to plant a tree, but it won't grow, while all the other trees behind them are all flourishing and whatnot. Hashtag Team Trees. We're almost there, boys. We can do it. Hello, and welcome back to Kalbus. My name is Kwite, and today we're going to be looking at some r/agedlikewine, where we look at things that were made in the past that are especially relevant today because of how well they predicted the future. A post saved on December 10th, 2018 at 5:39 p.m. Bethesda Game Studios. You turned them against me. Obsidian Entertainment. You have done that yourself. And with that, Bethesda became the very thing they swore to destroy. Destroy? Destroy? How do you say destroy? The Tacoma News Tribune in April 11, 1953. There will be no escape in future from telephones. Pasadena, the telephone of the future? Mark R. Sullivan, San Francisco, president and director of the Pacific Telephone and Telegraph Company, said in an address Thursday night. Just what form the future telephone will take us is, of course, pure speculation. Speculation! Here is my prophecy. In its final development, the telephone will be carried about by the individual, perhaps as we carry a watch today. It probably will require no dial or equivalent, and I think the users will be able to see each other if they want, as they talk. Who knows but what it may actually translate from one language to another. Very apt prediction. Gosh, this dude was on his shit. Animation versus YouTube. Ahead of his time. God. YouTube trying to destroy animation was a thing of the past. Animation versus YouTube was a thing of the future at the time that this thing was made, wasn't it? 10 years later, a few trips around the sun together. Aw, this couple has been together for that long. I'm so glad that they have a happy relationship and have been able to work through their up and downs together. It's very nice to see things like this. It gives me hope that maybe someday I will find my absent father. From Geosaurus Rex. I bought this last night. This is a total game changer. Internet fame, here I come. And who are they talking about? Filthy Frank, Pink Guy Joji himself, though that phase of his life is over, but I'm very happy to see that he was able to succeed in his dreams and all that. On a trailer for Untitled Goose before it had a name, and it was just a project for 4 friends, a comment saying, "Call it Untitled Goose Game," ended up becoming reality. 2 years ahead of its time. Very, very wise words from Bad Beaver. Blade Runner predicted that in November 2019 we would have a very angular-looking car, and here we had the Cybertruck in November 2019. I wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk took some inspiration from this old design, because, not gonna lie, the Cybertruck looks absolutely bomb, and I want one really bad. Louis C.K., comedian slash masturbator. Oh my god. You know, I've seen this on both Age Like Wine and Age Like Milk because it kind of pertains to both, because it's accurate the more time has gone along, but it also not exactly in a good way. Ugh. I really want a Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch team-up horror movie that has them explore the dark side of magic. That's bomb. That is like clairvoyance. This dude had to have been a Disney insider or some shit. At Mr. Flourish. I love his profile picture. Doug Walker from Nostalgia Critic, but it's the Joker damage tattoo. It really do describe the company in its current state. I'm gonna get some shit for that. R/First World Problems. From 7 years ago. Thanks to Disney, I am going to have to listen to Star Wars fans complain for another decade. To be fair, it wasn't entirely Disney's fault. It was partially EA's this time around because of the disaster that was Battlefront 2. Fallen Order's a lot better. Very much enjoyed that one. It's not happening, guys. Whoa, this VR is so realistic. Half-Life 3 isn't happening, and he sobs. I got something to tell you, buddy. In all honesty, Half-Life 3 on VR would both sync up with Valve's current strategy and continue the plan of Half-Life driving forward innovative game capabilities. Like in the last 10 years, what has really changed in shooters from a mechanics perspective? The only major thing that I can think of that has gameplay consequences is destructible environments. VR would be a shift akin to how the original Half-Life changed things when it came out, and Valve has spent a lot of time on making it good. Well, we can only hope as we haven't played the game yet, but the trailer does look promising, though it is just a trailer. I'm excited nonetheless. Mods are asleep. Here's some aged wine. It's a very literal interpretation of the whole thing, but he is spitting straight facts. This is a lot of aged wine right here. This wine aged like wine. Back in high school, apparently, Terry Crews was voted most likely to succeed along with a classmate. I wonder what she's doing at this point. Terry Crews went on to campaign to voice Doomfist and also be in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, among other things. God bless him. Fallout New Vegas got it right all the way back in 2010. Optional. Neutralize the boomers by killing the tribe's leader. Without their leadership, they have no idea what to do with themselves. If that is Frank's singing voice, holy shit, he's good. XD. And he really honed it. He really came through with some really special dreamlike quality music. I love Joji stuff, if you couldn't tell. On a Melissa video from 2011, please audition for SNL. Yes, they really need a good female impressionist, or even a good impressionist, period. The people they have left are more fictional character based, so she could totally go for it. She could do so many people. I agree, the best part of SNL to me is the impressions, but they don't do that too much anymore. And she went on to be on SNL. Bless. Billy Joel, Piano Man, lyrics, and the waitress is practicing politics, as the businessman slowly gets stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. God, I love Billy Joel. So many goddamn classics, and coming out of one man! One man! On the Philosopher's Stone 1997 edition, funny, imaginative, magical, Rowling has woken up a whole generation to reading. In the 2020s, 30-something book lovers will know each other by smug references to Diagon Alley and Quidditch, the Times. Incredibly accurate, Jesus. It's really weird how Harry Potter became such like a cultural phenom. I do love that series, so. Half-Life 1 took 2 years to make. Half-Life 2 took 6 years to make. 2 times 6 equals 12, so Half-Life 3 will take 12 years to make. Half-Life 3 in 2019 confirmed. A new game, it might not be coming out this year, but it did get confirmed this year, so we found out that it was actually happening. That's pretty baller. Men in ties walking all the time. Sock puppets mom wants me to watch. Adults kissing each other and getting mad. People like Grandpa hitting balls into holes with sticks. Old cartoons I've seen 1 billion times. Nickelodeon history, a 1998 Nickelodeon Trade Ad. It's amazing how they can make an ad from 1998 that looks like a shitpost made a week ago. This thing is timeless, or it works in exactly 2 time periods, the one it was made in right now. Oni was correct. The Boomer versus Zoomer Civil War is coming. In May 24th, 2019, he predicted the future of later that year. I really think Joaquin Phoenix is a master practical joker. Funny you said that. What the fuck, dude? I think you were onto something. I mean, Practical Joke is different from the Joker, but I get what you're saying. I do understand what they mean. From a 2-year-old post on the Pokemon subreddit. Just for fun, brainstorming names for Gen 8 games. Game Freak is pretty unpredictable with their names. Pokemon games can be named after basically anything at this point, especially now that it seems we're past the colors and gemstones. What are some possible names for Gen 8 games? Dark/Light, Sword/Shield, completely correct with the Gen 8 prediction and all, not even like just in general for a future one, you got the number generation correct. Congrats. So the other day I was like, hey, whatever happened to the Jonas Brothers? Made a few calls, yada yada, here we are, you're welcome people, I'm calling Gerard next. I got a feeling that in 2019 to 2020, I can make this one happen as well. Same with your divorced parents, hit me up, Twitter for iPhone. Potato Gaming 2048 says, PewDiePie, go marry Marzia. 3 years ago, he was absolutely on the spot. He got it. Sway Lee is on his way for a solo career. I can feel it. JV Hunt is a clairvoyant. 3 years in advance, he could tell that Sway Lee's singing voice would be enough to carry himself. God bless. The 1991 Acura NSX. Beautiful. That car just looks nice right now. I can't even lie. It just looks really slick. When you think car nostalgia, I don't usually think 90s. I usually think like 60s, 70s, 80s, but I think this one looks quite nice. Sleeping Dogs 2012 has a high score for how many innocent Hong Kong civilians you tase. Jesus Christ, that was also on Aged Like Milk, but it's on Aged Like Wine too. The rise of emo rap. Next MFer is going to be mixing hip-hop with country. Don't worry, I know what MFer stands for, but I'm trying to keep my ads, you know what I'm saying, dog? This aged well. Literally, this aged well. I can tell the age on it. You can tell that there are cracks in the rock, but it has aged well. For a while, at least. Game of Thrones predictions. Can't wait to start watching HBO's Game of Thrones tonight and then eventually hate its finale. Made back in April 11th, 2017. 2013, Tom Holland's being interviewed and asked on what role he would like to play. Maybe Spider-Man in like 10 years' time, maybe. Sorry, bro, I don't think it fits on the subreddit because he ended up playing in just 3 years' time. It was too soon, the prediction doesn't work anymore. Throwing it all out the window, Tom Holland is no longer a trustworthy source. Sorry! Shouldn't. 1999, there are millions of websites all hyperlinked together. 2019, there are 4 websites, each filled with screenshots of the other 3. I see that this photo has been cropped to hide the fact that it's a screenshot of a tweet. Can't wait to squeeze a screenshot of this on Reddit. Here we are, boys, r/agedlikewine. The circle has come full. So I spoke to Sony, Tom Holland says, and Sony waves hi, and Justin V says, I swear, if you try and take Spider-Man out of the MCU, there's gonna be riots. He was dead on with that one. Ugh. Because Elton liked Dick, Elton said yes to Dick, and Dick changed Elton's life. The way this line from a kid's book about Elton John is worded makes it seem like it's not a kid's book. For it's too late. This looks like my lungs being like just shredded apart by lung cancer. But it's also a forest. Incredible metaphors here. A meme from a while ago. Time traveler. What you listening to? Me. My Chemical Romance. Time traveler. Oh, before or after the reunion? Me. The what? This proves time travelers are real. This dude knew it was coming. He actually traveled back in time and made this meme possible. Remember Cat No Like Banana? Well, she's doing well and is now a mother. She did age well. Look how cute she is with her little kittens. God, I want one of those cats now because they are all adorable. Sans, how come you never empty your mailbox? Why bother? There's never anything good in there, and it's just a bunch of Smash invitations. Well, the one time he finally opened it, there was only a spot left open for a Mii skin, and he ended up blowing up the world. Terry didn't stand a chance. Maybe we'll stop polluting before it's too late. We're all holding our breath, mostly because the air is no longer breathable. Kinda epic. Mr. Ratburn is so gay from back in 2009. Well, I guess this tweet aged well, because 10 years later, Arthur's Mr. Ratsburn comes out as gay, gets married in Season 22 premiere. Congrats, Dan Slowinski. I think that's how you say your name. You really did get this one. Anyways, that's all the time we have here today in Kalbus. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe and check back tomorrow as we upload Reddit content here every day. My name has been Kwite, and I hope you guys have a good day, and we will see you all next time.